Are you building a brand new home and about to go to the design center and you're wondering, where should I spend my money? Or perhaps you're thinking about building a home and the thought of making all those choices are a little bit overwhelming? Well, today I'm going to dive into 6 items that I think you do not need to splurge on, or areas where you can save a little bit of money, because it is overwhelming. And when you're there, you think, oh, that's beautiful. That looks great. I see how that all works. But is it necessary to spend all that money? Because a lot of things can be nixed or done after the fact. So I want to talk today about 6 items that I definitely think can save you some money at the design appointment. I mentioned in a few of my other videos that I am in the process of building a home for myself, and I just recently had my design appointment. So I definitely wanted to jump on here and discuss what the process was like and what items I did not feel was worth it. Now, keep in mind that although I do enjoy this design process and I see homes every day, it can still be a little overwhelming. And also, I'm always looking for design choices with the mindset of resale. Now, of course, being in real estate, I just naturally default to this frame of mind. And I want you to find what you like best, but also I don't believe in going a little too trendy, as that can go out of style very quickly. And if you do need to sell or want to sell in a couple years, it can actually cost you more money. So let's dive in. So the number 1 item that you will spend money on in your new construction will be your flooring. Deciding on your flooring is crucial and most likely could take 25 to 30% of your total design budget. I strongly encourage you to get the flooring you love, as it is the hardest item to change out in your home. However, I do not think you need to go to extremes. There are so many good options at affordable costs. For instance, my flooring was definitely the hardest to choose, and it did take a little bit more time because I had something very specific in mind when I went to the design center, and I could not find the exact color and material. I wanted a luxury vinyl that replicates a hardwood floor. I'm from the Midwest. It just makes me feel warm and comfortable, and I like the look. Tile is very, very popular here in Florida, but for me, I was looking for a luxury vinyl. Now, as I said, every style has so many options. For myself, I am building a 2-story home, and I wanted all of my flooring, except for my master bath, to be exactly the same throughout the main level and on my stairs. Now, my design consultant showed me a number of wonderful options, and I was narrowing it down, but I was really struggling with finding the exact tone and color of the floor that I was imagining. And then my design consultant very kindly explained to me that I could get the floor of my dreams at the cost I wanted, but it could not be put on the stairs. This was something that could be done. It was just that the builder would not do it on the stairs and then warrant the work. She kindly explained all this and told me that a third-party vendor could put that same hardwood on my stairs at a much less expense after closing. So she's like, if you just put carpet on here and do it after the fact, it's going to save you. And it did. It's actually saving me $2,500 just for the wood flooring on my stairs. So that is absolutely something to keep in mind. Also, another area you can save, putting carpet in the closets as opposed to your tile or your luxury vinyl is another area to save. I am putting carpet on my 2nd story, and let's talk a little bit about builder grade carpet. It's all going to be at some level builder grade carpet, and I don't think you should go to extremes when you're picking out carpet. Even if it's not a 2-story home, many times we see carpet in secondary bedrooms or all the bedrooms on a ranch style plan. I would go with something just very minimal, nothing too fancy, because first of all, what I see is most people replace that with something else, or they change it in a few years because it wears a little bit more than obviously a hardwood or luxury vinyl or tile does. And it just becomes very dated very quickly. So I am not a fan of spending a ton of money on carpet. Now, I will say I will spend a couple extra $100 for an upgraded pad, because it will just make it a little softer, a little easier to walk on, and more comfortable. So this is an area where you can save thousands of dollars on your home design. Remember, my team and I sell lots of new construction. So if we can be of any help at all, please give us a call today, subscribe to my channel, and then just give us a call. And if you have questions about my design process or my builder or why I decided to do some of this, I'm happy to discuss it with you. Just reach out to me. The next item I would not recommend upgrading is appliances. Unless you're building a luxury home with a very high-end appliance package, I would tell you not to upgrade to the next level with your builder. You might find yourself wanting to replace these appliances anyway with a brand that you love, because most builders only work with one company, get all of their appliances from one company. They may only use GE, they may only use Samsung, and you may not like any of these. So even upgrading, it's going to be an appliance that you're not in love with. So I'd say put the builder grade appliances in, and then if you want to do it after the fact, it was going to save you thousands of dollars. Now let's move on to the master bathroom. This is an area that I think people ask me about all the time. I absolutely do not think it is necessary, and it's not worth it in most homes, to upgrade to a jetted tub or a standalone tub. There's a number of reasons why I feel this way. Unless you're a regular bath taker, most people never use their bath in the master. And when I'm showing homes, most people tell me they don't even care if there is a bathtub in the master. So it can save you $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to forego that tub. And also the other reason is that tubs really date a home after a few years, because do you remember 15 years ago we had all these huge soaker tubs in the master bathroom, and I can tell you I go into so many homes and they don't look good anymore. The surround is dated, everything just looks a little outdated when it comes to master bath tubs. And so I'm not a big fan of spending that money unless you're somebody that absolutely loves to take a bath. All right, let's move back into a few items in the kitchen area. Do not spend large sums of money on Backsplash. Backsplash is something that you can easily do after closing, after you have your home all settled and you know what you want. There are thousands of different options when it comes to Backsplash. Your builder will have a few choices for you, and it's going to just increase your cost. Also, if it's in the budget already, you can maybe take it out. So let's say the builder has budgeted $1,000, $1,500 for your Backsplash, and you're like, I don't want Backsplash at all, or you want to do it at a later time, then tell them to take that out and you will get a credit for that $1,500 to be used somewhere else. The same will go for kitchen hardware, cabinets, and pulls. There are hundreds of design choices when it comes to cabinet pulls, and I don't think you need to spend a lot of money on that. Again, a builder's gonna have from level 1 to level 6, and usually level 1 or 2 is going to be very similar as level 4 and 5, and so it's not worth upgrading and spending a lot of money that. Also, if it's something that you can do after the fact, or you're very handy, or you just want to find something that is just perfect for you, I'd say wait on cabinet pulls until after you build your home, because I think you can find things and save a lot of money. The final item that I want to talk about is crown molding. Crown molding is beautiful. I love crown molding. However, it is again an item that can be done after closing. So I wouldn't have the builder do it. They're going to charge you twice as much as if you had somebody come in after the fact. So here's all areas that you can save a little bit of money. And as I said, I know when you're sitting in the design center and they're showing you examples, they all look gorgeous and you're thinking, well, I can throw that in, or it's only $1,000, or it's only $800. But after about the 5th time you say, oh, it's only $800, you're spending way more than you had anticipated. So think about these numbers, go in with an idea of what you want to spend. As I said, I had a very specific budget and I was right in that after I went through all the details. So to prepare, make sure you know your color scheme as far as your cabinets, what you want your flooring to like, and then they're going to help you bring this all together. A great place to start is on the app house.com. If you've not downloaded house.com, I highly recommend it. You can look at Pinterest, but go in with a storyboard to your design appointment and really have something in mind. And do not feel that you need to spend a lot to get the look of your choice or your desire, because there are so many options. And I think you will find that you're not spending an absorbent amount of money. Now, the rule of thumb is that you will definitely spend about 10 to 15% of your base price on your interior designs. I did that. I was not going to spend more than 10%, and I was just slightly under. So gives me a little bit more money to do things after the fact. So if this is helpful, as I said, be sure to subscribe. Let us know how we can help. And until next time, take care.